Okay, this is a test 1 2. The first time I recorded for you, there was no sound. Who knew? The sound's on when I turn it off. The sound's off when I need it on. Look, yesterday there was an attack at the Boston Marathon that I am nothing to do with, had nothing going on, but this, I'm sure, is something much larger than anything we know. So this is what I think. Since I was born into this shady world, when I grew up, I knew I'd explode. Keep holding me down is what they're trying to do. Blow up through the sky is what I'm gonna do. You hear them helicopters as they're coming through? Open your eyes, listen, and get a clue. Uncle Sam's doing us like Hitler did the Jews. Black, white, take your child, choose. Keep us segregated, that's why they're winning you fools. And if we all join together, there's no way we lose. It's power in numbers, streets, teachers, not schools. There's nothing in books about what they're trying to do. Watch Bullworth the movie, there's your clue. Obscenities is how I come across. Obscenities is what you hear the most. Obscenities from coast to coast, and we should all keep humming till we're burnt like toast. Take the fuel from the fire and out the fire goes. It's rich against the poor. For those who didn't know, now everybody knows. It's judging people by the looks and clothes. Doesn't matter who you cut, blood will always show. Doesn't matter how they cry, tears will always flow. Release your hate, forgive, and let it go. Your hate is food for the fire, so stop the feed. Life's a big race, Uncle Sam's in the lead. President's daughter had AIDS, the cure you surely see. Weed'll be legal if they had all the seeds. Stop judging by looks, color, race, and creed. And if you don't like sucking, get off your knees. Be more polite with your thank yous and pleases. It'll be returned tenfold. This I guarantee. And once again, flip the script and put an uncle on his knees. They'd probably kill me for planting these seeds. They've done it before. Lincoln, Princess Diane, Kennedy's. There's no one immune to this freaking disease. There's no vaccine or cure, so you know what it means. It's traveled everywhere, even overseas. Keep linking through your homes through satellite dishes. Keep talking on your phones and believe no one's listening, because this is how they won and will keep on winning. Stop making mistakes because you're no help from prison. You gotta win this race, so turn your hate to love and pick up the pace. And maybe one day things will be the way they should be. You know Uncle Sam? He's no uncle to me. Look, there's a lot of things that have been going on, and I don't know how much time I have, but all I know is I've made hundreds and thousands of copies of these things because I've sent them on to friends who've done the same, and I know people all over the country and the globe. I got people in Europe, Africa, and Asia, people in Australia, people in Greece, people in Maine, people in Canada, people in Hawaii, people everywhere. I'm not trying to start any kind of trouble, but I am trying to make everyone aware that things are going on and has been for a long time. We found land that wasn't his, and we called it all Columbus. And Amerigo Vespucci is what they used to teach. Now they're teaching something completely different. They don't talk about what we did to them Indians. They don't talk about how we stole their land. Picture me coming to your house and claiming your land. Would you understand? Would you show me how to live on this land and then run to the mountains over some plan by the white man? Look, there's things going on and you people just don't see. You're just happy to pay your bills and watch some TV, to be left alone and have no stress. But that's why everything's a mess, because we never joined together and put them to the test. I'm not saying to start a war, no violence at all. I don't want any more of our children to be hurt or found anyone else dead on the floor. These bombs that are going off, there will be more. It's not from us. It's not a terrorist attack. I can't prove it, but I guarantee the shit is whack. There's some kind of twisted thing behind that, like the 9/11 shit. Look at all the controversy behind that. Like there's going to be more. They're keeping it quiet, and Mr. Obama is very quiet and very particular about what he's saying. He doesn't want to say the wrong word, be at some hearing one day trying to answer something like, well, it depends what you mean by the word is. Like, who cares what the president did with his penis and Monica Lewinsky? There's much bigger things going on that we just don't see. They did this right in front of you and me so that we pay attention to that and not look what's going on behind our back. And then here we are once again back in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm so irate, I stumble, I hate. But no one in particular, because there's no one to say it's him. But I'm telling you, it's them. I don't know who them are. You do. Someone does. And they're afraid to say it because of the fact that they may not be here today or tomorrow. If they open their mouths, they would be in sorrow, or maybe their families would be, over some tragedy that happened when he went out to the city, crashed his car because his brakes were gone, like Sonny Bono skiing into trees, and now he's gone. Princes die, her car gets crashed. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, it's been going on and will last forever. Anytime someone opens up their mouth and is even a little bit clever, they will end up under the lever and head chopped off like a guillotine and put on TV for everyone to see. Like, this is what happens when you screw with me. That's what they're trying to say about us. If we keep messing with them, well, they'll crush our nuts in a vice. And they're killing us slowly. Look at this shit right here. This could kill everyone if let. We've been doing it since we were kids. Oh, here's another one. What's up with that? 7-Eleven sells 11 million cups of coffee, and they're owned out by our Arab nation. Our enemies, the ones they tell us that we should hate. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's a billion of them, and we're hating all of them because of a couple of men. Because the TV said? What's up with that? The TV's airwaves, internet, cell phones, they're all belong to the people. And our country and others have found a way to gather them all and charge us evenly, when we should be getting paid. The airwaves are worth over $70 billion today. Again, Bulworth, the movie. Look at it as a documentary. It's the truth. Get past the fact that it's a comedy with a lot of good actors and actresses, well written, and got a great soundtrack. Listen to what he's saying. It's all facts. Like facts. I'm surprised they let that out like that. But Warren Beatty got a lot of pull. He's been in Hollywood for years. He has a lot of connections, and he wrote it all himself. He produced, he directed, he put it out there himself. It didn't do well in the theaters because they wouldn't promote. But people who watched it on DVD know. And people who caught it on HBO know. People who caught it on Showtime know. Our radios, papers, media, and TV is all being controlled by people you can't see. And the ones that are hurting us don't even live here. They live somewhere else. Like, they just don't care. They have their own island, uncharted, of course. And they got their rocket ships to launch if have to or forced. They will be off this planet in about a half a second. And they'll watch all the damage from up in heaven. And then they'll come back down one day and, own the land as it should be, according to them. But there's 500 million of us. They don't understand that we don't have to get violent. Not at all. I'm telling you, that's not the way they want us to do that, yo. Because then they could bomb their own people. Genocide is already being committed. Our country has killed more people than Saddam, Bin Laden, Hussein, and Hitler. It's just true. Like, I don't know who. I don't have a name. I do, but you won't get me to say. And I will not point the finger at a specific group or people, because that's how you end up in a church steeple, your family praying and sorry you left and don't understand, but there's no time left. And I guess God called him home. Right. Or maybe I'm down in Gitmo. Who knows? I am a disabled American vet. I was in the military. I got nothing classified for you, like coming from me. I just telling you what I see out here in this world. And the thing going on is they're crushing our dollar. They ran drills after Sandy and blizzards. They combed the streets with the plows. Not good enough to get a bus around, but good enough to get a Hummer down the block. Because in Sandy, they were on every other block, blocking you from going north to south. You could go east to west, but not past Riverhead. And if you tried, I don't know what happened to you, but they shut down the LIE a couple of times, and they ran their drills, and the copters fly by, and they're doing their patterns just in case the day comes when they have to lock themselves down, and it's no longer fun. They made treaties with Canadians and Mexicans to cover the borders because it's more likely a Mexican will shoot someone than an American shooting his own kind. It doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. They're running a highway from north to south. It's all military. That's why we went digital. They took away our analog because they needed more channels to speak to themselves, and then they'll be jamming that signal. The analog is free and they took it away from you and me. Like, we can't even use a CB. And a scanner, forget it. They sell them in the stores, but you'll regret it if you get caught with it. And also a taser. Like, who wants that? Like, why would you want to protect yourself from being raped or smacked? But, go ahead and get caught with one and then you're in trouble. And, if you make a fuss, it'll be double. So here we are once again. Don't understand, but it is what it is. And what are we going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do? If we all join together, there's no way we lose. Our dollar is worth nothing. Some countries won't even take it. It's like it's candy or rocks. Like, yeah, that's fake, man. Get it out of here. You got the Amaros? No? Then you're broke. And that's why the price went up so high on the gold. Because when our currency is gone, the only thing of value will be what you can hold, a commodity, like silver and gold. Oil, where's that been going? Food, through the roof. And if they could patent a seed, they would own you. They would own each one of us. They've tried it. They've tried to patent it. They got many systems out there to control this planet, weathers and storms. Check out HARP with 2 P's and watch how they own decibel systems that shake the ground, crack the plates, cause earthquakes, and then tsunamis. The president of Chile put it on us. He said that our country attacked him, causing an earthquake, resulting in a tsunami that led to many bodies. And we went after John Gotti, and then Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden. We found Saddam in a hole in the sand, and we couldn't find bin Laden, and we combed the land. We went over there to get the poppy. And ain't one of us can process heroin or coke. I can tell you right now, this shit was all over, like no joke. When they locked them borders, you couldn't get a smoke. But I can tell you right now, if you wanted crack or heroin or something like that, it was on every corner, like it never left. But yet our weed supply dried up, and we couldn't smoke trees. And it showed us that they could lock down everything. No planes, trains, or automobiles. There was no movement at all, except for Bush's deal that he made with the Ladens to get them out of the country. Like, we all heard it out. They think we're dummies. We just move on and forget about all the stupid shit our country does. And, that's why the rest of the world hates us, because we ignore and we throw out more and we drop on the floor that would feed their family for a week or more. It just doesn't make sense to them, nor does it to me. And if this is how you want to live, then this is how it'll be. But if we all think, get up instead of see, maybe they'd hear us and we could do it peacefully. But they're planning on a nasty outcome. They've been running their drills month after month. Hummers on the overpasses of Sunrise Highway. LIE shut down. You can't make it out east. If you try, I don't know what happens. I haven't heard anyone who tried, because when they say it's turned down or locked, people don't even try. That's what I'm saying. Someone out there knows what's going on. They could tell us about the military movement around, but they won't. They've been told, for national security reasons, you have to keep it quiet. Please, go back in your house, man. That's it. I don't know what you guys want to do. I have 4 daughters that I have to plan for, and I can't leave this world the way it is. I can't do it no more. So all copies have been made. I got at least 100 recordings to date, and they all get sent out, mail, internet, everywhere. Some you can't track, some you can. Some are handed directly to friends. It's out there. A ship that never ports, travels all night. It just never ports. Like, if something happens to me and I'm found dead, within 10 minutes, everyone will hear what I said, because they will launch on every media available. Facebook, YouTube, CNN, whoever's listening. You can't understand that the news doesn't care, but they don't. They won't. They only jump on a story after it has exploded. So it's up to you and I to make it go viral, to one day survive what they're doing to us. Many of us are going to get lost. They don't care. They really don't. they'll just rebuild. They feel like there's too many of us already, so let's kill them. Like with an earthquake, tsunami, asteroid, the bodies, terrorist acts, to bring in the army, to control our streets, to lock it down. We'll have martial law, say the border was compounded and like lost, and now we got to bring in the National Guard, and they're on your corner and on your streets, and you have odd and even days to shop for meat, and you can't get out there because there ain't much left. Other people are limited to what they can buy, and other people can't buy a thing, so they go to the centers in which, are supposed to bring food and medical and a warm place to stay. They're going to help you out and keep you safe. Right. It's like gathering the herd. When the cows come home, it's all over, yo. Like, that's it. What you guys want to do? Do you want to sit back and watch what happens? Or do you want to have some control? Rappers know. Rich know. Actors and actresses know. They're all prepared at any minute to go. If they get that beep, they're out of here. Helicopter to jet to island, and if necessary, into space. They're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that their families survive, and that's how the rich suck up all the money from the people who are a little rich, if they survive. I don't know what to tell you people. Yeah, it's that serious. It's kind of messed up, but it's the way it is. So you can keep pretending to not see a thing and hold on and hang on. You've seen the commercials. What would you do if suddenly your world got turned upside down? Because what's in that knapsack will help you around. Like, if there's something that can turn your house upside down, there's nothing in that bag that can help you now. And if you survive, you will go to them because there'll be no water because it's compromised all by them. It's a controlled thing. And they can control our movements. And they can control when we're allowed out and what we do, man. Look how they're controlling our medical. Like, everything. It's just sick, yo. Alright. I don't know. Do you care? Do you even care? Does anyone care? Well, I do. I know I do. And if you guys do, then you'll share this with everyone you knew. And tell them to share this with everyone they knew. And everyone they knew. And everyone they knew. And if you go viral, I will tell you more. I will tell you everything until they put me under the floor. And after that, there'll be so much more. So, it's up to you guys what you really want to know. They say ignorance is bliss, but is it really? You want to live like a slave for the rest of your life? Is that what you want for your children, your grandchildren's lives? I don't know what you guys want to do, but I'm here for you. I got you. Anything you need, come through. I won't refuse any request. If you ask a question, the answer will come next. There'll be no shady games in between. I'll tell you exactly everything I see. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for all of us so that we all can see. I'm here with the hands up, not trying to cause no trouble. Look, the tats, they IQ them and they can identify you from a piece of it. They're doing retina scans, all sorts of shit. They got us linked with the video IQ. We all seen Vegas. We know how they do. Now imagine everywhere you go, on every corner pole, on every light you pass, they know where you go. It's sick. And we GPS ourselves, for the technology, face talk. Sick, yo. For every little bit of extra we get, it just helps them move 10 more steps ahead of us. They're so far ahead of us, the shit is nuts. I can't see where they are. Can you? Someone does. All you rappers who claim to be thugs, well, what's up? Where's your guts? You know what's going on. You know the shit is nuts. You just let it happen. You don't give a fuck. As long as you keep rapping, albums keep slapping, that money keeps clapping, you're just happy. Alright, man, well, they're gonna leave you behind too. You're gonna be just like me and you. So, like, big deal that you can rap. Who cares about that crap? It sells albums, but you can't eat that. So what's gonna happen when all the shit collapse? You don't know nothing. You think you do. You preach that banging shit on the TV. What help is that? What help are you? None. No knowledge, son. There's only a few out there who know how it's done. I can list each and every one of them. We go back, way back, to Dre, Rakim, to present day M. There's so many that try to copy him. If you'd fucking just listen and understand, he's not just talking about himself. He's talking about everyone, man. He sees what's going on. That's why he's not afraid. He's a soldier, not a toy soldier. And he's got mockingbirds to raise. So until he collapses, until he comes back for that encore, back from recovery after a relapse, he's showing us how it's done. Sit back and relax and listen. He's got blueprints within his mind that shows us what's going on over time. That's why he loves it when you shove it. Thought that Marshall wasn't gonna does it. Whatever the hell he says, he's sick with that shit. With the buzzards buzzing. Yes, and he don't lie. He definitely don't. That's why each one of you love his shit. Well, I'm telling you, music's entertaining, but information will save you. And then we all could live in a happy place. Democratically for real. It's like the Republic Army, and it's a race, and we're losing. We have been for years. They've controlled everything from the cheers to the tears. So please, do what you can. Each, every single one of you. I'm talking to him, and her, and you, and them, and each and every single American. Everyone who's come here to live in this place. Doesn't matter what color or even what race, you're here. So do everything you can. That's the only way you could be a true American. Pass this on. Otherwise, I'm wasting my breath. And if you don't want to hear it, then I got nothing left. But if you do, oh man, there's so much more for you. I'm not Morpheus or Neo or anything on TV, yo, but I can tell you shit that he left out. That things are real, metaphorically, without a doubt. They're telling us in every movie we watch, psyops, they call it. That shit is real, son. There's things that are going on that you'll never understand. But there are people out there who are going along with this plan, and I know they aren't with it, and they have their own plan. And no one really knows how this is going to end. So let's stand up and start a peaceful revolution. There's got to be some answers, some kind of solution. Why can't we all just get along? Remember that? That shit was whack. What they did to that man, try to break his back because they could. That's how fucked up and understood they are about us. They don't care. We're ants on their farm. And they don't care. And they do what they're told because you gave them a badge. Now they're part of your army. They don't know the trouble you have in store for us. What you're going to do to us, U.S., us, United States. We're divided we fall. And they've got us all divided. Now it's up to y'all. North and South, East and West, black and white. Creed don't matter, race don't matter, religion don't matter. We're all human. That's what matters. They've been lying to us about we're the only ones here. They had no contact with anyone. No aliens here. Right. So many subjects that they didn't get right. They told us only what they wanted us to know. Information is power, and they hold it all, yo. I don't know. Do you want to know? Are you just happy to not know? You like C.O.D, you want to be put back into the matrix. You don't want to know anymore. You can't stand the taste. Alright then. Then don't forward it. But if you think I'm onto something, then you know what to do with it. Viral we go. Hello, America. Welcome, world. It's time to set things straight. Tell you all, we're going to keep it peaceful, but we're going to do what it takes no matter what. And if we all have to go out in the streets and just sit and don't move, pack backpacks full of water and backpacks full of food, then that's what we do. And you see how fast the control comes back to you in a peaceful way. Not one shot. See what happens. But in the end, no matter what, we'll be all together. And that's what's up.